All right, let's take a second to talk through how you would service the solenoid on the Dye DSR Plus. This one is currently set up for the mech frame, so it's got these posts here. And on a stock Dye DSR Plus, that probably won't be the case. But what we're going to do to get to the place that I'm at right here is there's a screw here that we're going to remove and a screw here in the grip frame that we're going to remove. So you're going to have to remove this front grip here to get to that. And this plug right here we're going to carefully remove, and that's going to allow us to free up the solenoid. Now this might feel like it's stuck in the grip frame, and that's because this O-ring right here and this seat seal, all these things are plugged into that hole right there, and that is going to feel, like I said, it's going to feel stuck, but we can just carefully grab it on both ends, pop it out of the frame, and that allows us access here. So this is the bolt contact speed, the adjustment, and how fast or slow the bolt is going to move forward in the initial phases of firing. And that's noted right here, minus, plus, etc. So I'm going to discard these two pieces, and then we're going to really focus on the solenoid. Like I said, this isn't a you do every day piece of service, but sometimes you can get in there and get that all cleaned out and gunked out, and rarely, if ever, you're going to have an issue that is the problem, like the solenoid is the problem. But we're going to take the pilot off of here with this screw and be very cognizant, careful of where you put these screws, and just go slow. Like, nobody got to go fast when we're dealing with stuff like this, and carefully remove that. And the way that I usually set apart a solenoid when I'm taking it apart or servicing it is exactly how it would go together, right? So since this is the head of the solenoid, we're just going to put it like that. And this plate has two screws that we're going to remove here, here, and again we're going to go slow. And we're going to carefully remove this plate. If it wants to be removed. And actually that piston may be stuck in there. There we go. Okay, so we're going to grab this plate, carefully pull it out. And again, I generally will set this up the way that it goes in the gun. Not with this particular gun, but with some, it can be kind of confusing as to how these things are put together. Now, how do you release this piston out? A couple different ways. Carefully, use a small screwdriver. If you got something plastic that's not metal, that's ideal. But we're gonna poke it in there, and that will pull and push this piston out for us to get to. And that removes it. Then you can see nothing left on the inside there. The SFR, I think is what they call this thing, is controlling some of the pressures within here. Again, rare. This is a rare thing you're going to have to do. These O-rings, as I understand it, are custom from Dye. So if you have an issue with them, you're going to have to get them ordered directly from Dye. But to go in and wipe the debris and stuff off of here and lubricate them, you really will probably never have an issue with these particular O-rings or with the solenoid itself. So quick and easy. Again, a really well designed gun by Dye. allows you to access all the parts that you need and get to them quickly, and service them as easy as possible. Hopefully that was helpful.